Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please subscribe. I'd really love that. If you're returning, how you doing? What we're going to be talking about today is what people are seeing and experiencing in everyday life when it comes to being of the prepared mind. And I got sent pictures and videos and emails. And if you would like to do so, my email's in the description box below. Before we get started, I would like for you to grab your coffee, okay? Maybe a SNICK snack or two. I'm drinking out of this cup today because a community member sent me this cup. She lives in Hawaii and she sent it to me like 3 years ago. And I'm hoping that she's watching this video because I have not heard from her. And if you're watching, please get a hold of me because I just want to make sure that you're okay. Okay? So this first email comes in from a community member, and she sent me some pictures too. And she said, this is what I got. I got 2 cases of chicken wings that are from my mayor, and he's also looking for fresh vegetables too. Okay, awesome. I'm so glad that you were able to get these. That's really great, honey. Well, I hope you're ready to get inspired because this community member sent in quite a few pictures, and she said just a little bit of liquid gold along with reaping the bacon, laugh out loud, cut up some bell peppers for the dehydrator. Voila! Another productive, slow and steady morning. Have a blessed day. Well, you have a blessed day too, sweetheart, and thank you for sending in these wonderful pictures. And yes, I have quite a few mason jar filled with that liquid gold as well. Okay, so in the description box below, I am leaving you guys some links that were left, that too, sent to me by a community member. She said, here are a couple of links to help everybody to find a free pantry or blessing boxes in your area. And you take what you need and, you know, donate as well. The first one is littlefreepantry.org. It's the homepage. Map of locations as well for the littlefreepantry.org. Just add in your zip code and you will find places in your area if they have it available. I know that we have them here in the Tampa Bay area, and I always donate to them, you know, because I remember at a time when Sean and I were down and out. You know what I mean? And there were many times when I had to go to those little free pantries and the blessing boxes. You know what I mean? So I can't tell you what a blessing those little pantries really are, truly are, you know? So donate if you can, but also, you know, take what you need. Leave what you don't, but also donate if you can. Okay, so the links are in the description box below for you. All right, so here is an email from a community member, and she said, I know there are people out there who are stealing food to feed their families, and they should find a pantry to get some help or applies for food stamps, etc. And it's sad, isn't it? I know, I mean, it just breaks my heart. It really truly does. And I wish that I could help so many people, you know, but I'm just like, I'm over here like, I have a family of 8. You know, if I could help, I really truly would, you know, but it's also like, I got to take care of me and mine first, and then let's see what we can do to help others, you know? So she said, then again, the government makes it so hard for people to apply income-wise. It's so ridiculous. I'll never forget, Andrew was little. Okay, I mean, he was like 8, 9 years old, something like that. And Sean and I wanted to apply for food stamps. And at the time, he wasn't making as much and I was not working. And we literally got a letter saying, oh, well, you're denied because your husband makes, I think it was like $20 too much a month. $20. Stop right there. Okay, $20. Okay. You know, it was like one of those, you know, I'm like, oh man, how, whatever. It was one of those, whatever. Not even going to try it again, just whatever. And then something had changed with the requirements or whatever the case may be, and I did try again, and then we had gotten approved. And I'm like, but I'll never forget that letter, getting that letter saying that Sean made $20 too much. You know, it's like, what a punch in the face. You know, it truly is. What a punch in the face. You know, we have a child. It's not like we're just two grown adults who are too lazy. We have a child, for crying out loud. You know what I mean? So anyway, she said, I know this personally because we applied for help several years ago, right? And we barely qualified income-wise, and our family of three received $110, and this was during the recession. We were grateful. They should, in my opinion, make it a flat amount across the board, such as $300 for a family of 1 to 3 people, for example. I just wanted to share. There's several reasons in Southern Oregon with people stealing. It's a vicious cycle. I work at a retail store, and we have people stealing stuff quite often. We're not allowed to stop them for our safety, etc. The criminals know they can just do this and walk out, and nothing will be done to them about it. And it's disgusting, is it not? You know, it's like back when we were growing up, if you dare steal anything, oh my God. You know what I mean? If you remember when we were growing up, it was terrible. Whatever. So she said the county has been trying for decades to add another jail, but it keeps getting voted down. Oh, so you don't have those kind of jails like we have in here in Florida, where they're like, what do they call them? Like the profit. You know, like the more people they lock up, the more they get paid, type thing. You know, the more the politicians get their pockets lined. So she said, I understand it. People don't want their property taxes to go up. The government needs to step up and do something about this. The other situation are people who live on the streets. I know it's a combination of addictions. They refuse help, also mental health illnesses, and the county does not offer anything, you know, for help. And it's a sad situation. It's the same thing here. It's the same thing here. You literally... Okay, if you were to go anywhere here in the Tampa Bay area, and I mean any of the counties, whether it be Hillsborough, Pinellas, Pasco, Citrus, Polk County, Hernando County, wherever you go, okay, if there is anywhere where there is trees, there's a tent city. I swear to you. And they would literally rather lock you up than say, you know what, we have services that are available to help get you on your feet. Why? Because literally the politicians, but it's not just the politicians, even the sheriffs, they get their pockets lined. The more people they lock up, the more they get paid. And that's not a joke. And it's disgusting. They don't have here, like for people who, you know, like they have an addiction or whatever the case may be, they would rather throw them in jail than put them in a rehab because they get paid more money, and it's disgusting. So anyway, she goes on to say, we have had an issue with people who live on what we call the Greenway. It's a nice place to walk and ride your bike for miles, and the homeless have taken over the area that cause plenty of fires every summer. We don't have anything like that, like a greenway, but all of our parks, don't dare go into one of the parks. Don't bring your kids to the parks, nothing. Because if you do, then there's going to be a gang shooting. There's going to be paraphernalia. There's going to be something, and you don't know if your kid's going to pick it up. So don't even dare go to one of the parks. Don't dare. It's not worth it. She said, until the government steps up and tries to take care of the situations, it's not going to change, and it will be worse as the economy gets worse. Oh, of course. Of course. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. It's like, you know, but like I said, they don't care. And they're not going to do anything to change it because they're not going to make as much money. Plain and simple. Yeah. So here's a picture that was sent in by a community member. She said, it says, you just witnessed the biggest land grab of your lifetime. Oh my God. I have a lot of videos that were sent in to me. And when I tell you, you want to talk about pluck your heartstrings, I cried with these videos that were sent in. And I'm going to put them in this video. And I was just like, you know, I personally, I pray for these people every single night. I am just hoping and praying that, you know, will they, the government, who knows if they will, fly them, you know, to other parts of this nation and help them get back on their feet. We all know the answer to that question, but wouldn't it be nice to help them get on their feet instead of, you know what I'm talking about. Here you go. So here's another picture that was sent to me by a community member, and it says perfectly normals. Fire in the last 24 hours in the Americas, Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. Oh, good Lord. My God. And now for a commercial break. Thanks, John. So here's an email from a community member with a lot of pictures. And she said, I'm screaming my way to the apocalypse. Oh my God. Aren't we all? She said, I'm feeling really frustrated with the gardening at this moment. Yeah, me too. I am just like, if it wasn't for my daughter-in-law taking over the gardening, I think I would have just dug a hole and put myself in it. No kidding. Because I was just like, I told her, I said, Jess, I don't know how you're doing it. She's just like, I'm just planting seeds of love. I'm like, oh, for the love of God. She calls them her babies. Whatever. So she says, it's hard enough with the heat, but add in no rain and small creatures who like to eat seedlings and yep, stressed out. So I started my seedlings for fall and I was so excited, even though I had to finally admit my cucumber and beet plants weren't going to do anything except get longer, and the corn was a complete loss. I have 4 more trays like this. I have decided to change how I do things this time. I have also decided not to try hydroponics right now, as the last round went really bad. Mold and small creatures. Really? Oh, okay. I've never had that happen. She said, I was so excited when the first sprout came up this go around. Then the next day, something ate it. What the heck? Okay, but I had 3 more come up, so I let it go. Then something ate the other 3, but I moved on. What the heck is in the house, girl? She said, and last night I had 4 more seedlings when I came out inside from watering. Then this morning I realized the demonic creature was back and ate all 4. Oh my God. At this point, I am not getting my hopes up until I can officially move the seedlings somewhere safe. I also tried my hand at regrowing celery. Oh, that's so easy. Yeah, I do that all the time. She said, first one, I waited too long. Second one just died. And the third apparently was a snack for the demonic seedling eating. I can't with you. Stop it. She said, now I'm trying a 4th time, but I don't have a lot of hope. This looked easier in the videos that I watched. I also remember gardening when I was younger and actually relaxing, and it went well. Advice or suggestions are appreciated. I'm also thinking about trying to grow microgreens. So if anyone has suggestions about growing these, I'd appreciate it. Now here's a random bunny photo just because he's so darn handsome. His name is Barnabas. Barnabas. AKA Piranha Bunny. Do you know how bunnies growl? I didn't know until I got him. Stop it. Okay, here's all the pictures that she sent in. Okay, I'm trying to compose myself from that email. She's just too darn funny. Oh my god, I need more emails like that. No kidding. Okay. So before I go, stop it. I'm going to leave you with these videos that were sent in by community members. As always, they're for educational purposes only, and they're very informational. And please do your own research, darn it. Okay? Alright, I'll see you guys in the next one. You stay safe, you stay positive, you keep prepping. And as always, fear less. Ciao, and drink more coffee. Alright? Bye.
There is now currently an evacuation order in place for the capital city of the Northwest Territories, Yellowknife. Residents and visitors are told to be out of the city by Friday. I'm still in the community of Dehydro with my family. We are getting ready to prepare to leave in the morning as early as possible. Flights will start going out to evacuate people who are unable to get rides tomorrow. And this is an unprecedented time for the capital city of Yellowknife. And I'm just really, this is my home and I'm really scared. So, I'll update when I can.
Realtors, people in the real estate industry are calling your family and your friends who have lost everything to buy their plots of land.
It is disgusting. We have real estate investors and speculators going around calling our victims, offering to give them cash and buy their property. It is disgusting. It's a land grab. And I know that our Lahaina community, we are resilient and we will do whatever it takes to protect Lahaina.
And that's one of the big concerns as they search for the missing and the dead, is that Lahaina doesn't lose its spirit, right? That people from the outside don't come and rebuild and turn it into a tourist mecca.
We've already been displaced enough, and we plan to have a seat at the table in rebuilding Lahaina and ensuring that the rich cultural history of Lahaina is protected and that the multi-generational families get to come back home.
Someone please debunk me. You can actually evict the Maui wildfire survivors? Like, tell me you're joking.
Do not give up Maui. Do not let them take your land. I just saw this morning, just now on TikTok, they are giving eviction notices to people whose houses didn't burn down.
No fucking way. Like, I wasn't in the conspiracy camp where, like, space lasers caused the Hawaiian wildfires on purpose, but I sure shit knew BlackRock, Vanguard, and other bankers weren't gonna give up a fire sale, so, like, before I freak out and, like, start sharpening the guillotines, like, maybe this is just a one-off, right?
This Lahaina shit is insane. I have a friend who lost his home. He lost everything, but this isn't for him. This is somebody else by him. They didn't lose their home, but they're about to, because the mayor is evicting the entire fucking building. Some of the only people that still had homes, and they're evicting them. They have 45 days. Pause to read.
I wish I didn't fucking pause to read. You mean to tell me that if the sus wildfire didn't make me homeless, the government is now going to, even though I had a home to go back to? And, like, does the excuse even make sense to anyone? It's like you have no press release on how you're gonna rehabilitate the area, but you will hand me an eviction notice and tell me I have 45 days to get out, but, like, I'll get my deposit back. Just don't be late on rent. Like, you haven't even talked to FEMA on how you're gonna rehouse everybody that is actually homeless. Like, we're supposed to believe you now?
These are the last people on this island in this little area that have a home still, and they're kicking them out of it. I hope this is the straw that breaks the camel's back.
Let me make sure I understand everything about this godforsaken timeline so I'm not overreacting. You mean to tell me that a sus wildfire wiped out all the homes of all the locals living in an area that's coincidentally the most valuable in all of Maui, and the insurance companies won't cover the majority of the damages, but also coincidentally, all the rich bankers and real estate developers are willing to buy the land for cheap. Like, they won't give you full price because the building's missing, but they'll give you more than what it's worth now. And like, this is all legal. Like, this shit's okay. Like if I just blow all my money on, like, guillotines and, like, Kevlar and rounds, like, is this, like, I don't know, like, hey, conservatives, there's your fucking time to shine. Second Amendment, tell us what it's for, man. I don't fucking know. Am I overreacting? Somebody please debunk me. Like, this cannot be legal. This side note, if somebody has a 501c in Lahaina ready to go, like, I'll tell you exactly what to fucking do to fight fire with fire. Like don't give some stupid random ass Asian TikTok or anything. Just, I can't, they can't, how is this possible?
So a follower of mine messaged me with urgency about this disaster supply kit checklist. Her husband was sent this because he is of the military family and from the Northeast Pennsylvania area, close to Philadelphia. People in that area, if you're from the military, please, if you can confirm this, get back to me and see if there's others like you in the PA area. So please like, share, and comment so this video can get circulating. But we're going to talk about it. Hey, I'm Megan, and I follow you on TikTok. I'm going to blur her name because of anonymity, and I think she'll want me to do that. This is the checklist they sent us out of nowhere. Some people may say, oh, they send that randomly, but no, they fucking don't. My husband has been in 25 years and never has gotten anything like this. They also briefed them on where to meet if an outage happens. If an outage happens. That's all he really could tell me. He can't talk about his job with me a lot. He has top security clearance, but he's been stocking up on water, food, and bought a crank radio the other day, and that's very out of the ordinary for him. I feel something bad is coming, and I just want to try to stay prepared. Want to share so others can know. I don't think this is a drill this time. And I said thank you, and under that, she says, I just want people to know. Now her husband's been in the military with top secret clearance for 25 years. And look at this, pause and zoom in and all that. But what I found extraordinary, was that they had a destination to meet in the case of an outage. Anybody who can speak, wives of the military, please send this to your military people that you know that are in the greater tri-state area and see if they've gotten something similar. That's New Jersey, New York, Pennsylvania, Maryland, Massachusetts, Connecticut. If anyone else can correlate what this woman has said, I would gladly like to have a conversation with them, because this is something that bombastic side-eye, criminal offense side-eye. Huh? And her husband buying a crank radio, you know, that's interesting. She's been with them for 25 years. I would heed the warning. You guys should be blessed that she even said this to me, and to have you maybe start buying supplies. Nothing might happen, but something might. There's that old saying, you've heard me say it if you've been a follower. You'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. You gotta stay blessed. Peace to the God.
Have you been wondering why they're speeding up this like New World Order, one world currency, one world government thing? Well, I can guarantee you that the BRICS currency is exactly why they're trying to hurry this thing along. If you haven't heard already, the BRICS nation released what their money looks like. And not only what it looks like, they're also telling you exactly how much it's gonna cost you in USD in order to get $1 of BRICS currency. It's $55 per one BRICS dollar. You understand that? Ask yourself what that means. The rest of the world knows exactly what that means. It means de-dollarization for the US and for the West. Basically, the US dollar is going to become more and more worthless in the rest of the world. There are 40 countries who are now set to sign on to the BRICS nation and begin trading with the BRICS currency. But to be honest, the main ones, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, are already going to be devastating to the US and the West economy. You see, the difference between the US dollar and the BRICS nation dollar is the fact that they are backing these things up with two totally different commodities. In the US, you are the commodity. You, the humans, paying taxes, working for $1 in order for them to have monetary gain. We, the US citizens, pay taxes in order to them to have this dollar as priceless as it has been. And the second thing is that the West has forced the rest of the world to utilize the US dollar to trade, and the global economy has always done so. Well, the BRICS nation is putting a stop to that immediately. As we watch the BRICS nation become more and more powerful, you're gonna watch our dollar begin to sink further and further and further away from being the central currency, because the BRICS nation is backing up their dollar with minerals, gold, silver. They have an actual tangible asset that backs up their money. I can assure you, this is going to be a problem, and you better pay attention.
I heard y'all about to get a hurricane. But how y'all get a hurricane before us? Who y'all know? Y'all talk to Mama Nature? Oh, y'all scared? Let me get this straight. So y'all not scared of the ground shaking, but y'all scared of some wind and some rain. Gotcha. Hey, so y'all gonna have a hurricane party, or you don't know about a hurricane party? Who parties during the hurricane? We do. It's a category 3? Or it's a category 4 now? And did y'all check with the Waffle House? Oh, y'all ain't got no Waffle House. I don't know. I never had to do a hurricane without a Waffle House. I'm sure y'all'll be fine though.